And the big development at this hour, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi is, of course, set to kick off his visit to India. And during his stay, he will hold a meeting with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and is scheduled to meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday. That's what the schedule looks like so far. And this will be the second visit of the Chinese Foreign Minister to India since the 2020 Galwan clashes, the last being in March of 2022. One of the main highlights of this visit will be the 24th round of border talks at the special representatives level. The Chinese Foreign Minister will engage with India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval to discuss the long-standing issues along the line of actual control between India and China. The last round of these talks were held in Beijing in December of 2024. Now, as part of ongoing efforts to reset ties, both countries are also expected to discuss the sharing of river water data, the resumption of direct air connectivity, and increased exchanges between media and think tanks. Additionally, the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra resumed this year after a long suspension, signalling a move to revive people-to-people ties between India and China as diplomatic relations seem to be improving. The visit follows a series of high-level engagements between India and China. Earlier this year, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, they have all travelled to China for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meetings. China, which holds the SCO presidency currently, will host the summit from August 31st to September 1st, where Indian Prime Minister Modi is expected to be in China. He will be attending in person. In January, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri also visited Beijing, reflecting the continued diplomatic dialogue between the two countries. Now, relations between India and China, they remain tense following the Galwan clashes. New Delhi remains concerned about Beijing's close ties with Pakistan, particularly its support for cross-border terrorism that Pakistan harbors in India. Wang Yi's visit is being closely monitored as both countries look to manage tensions and explore ways to stabilize bilateral relations. And for more on this and on the schedule of the Chinese Foreign Minister, I'm now being joined by Siddhant Sibal, our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs. Siddhant, of course, any more connect between China and India only seems to be good news, given the kind of tense relations there have been in the past few years. Give us more on what to expect from this visit from Wang Yi.
Well, it's a significant visit, as you've already pointed out, and the fact that the Chinese Foreign Minister is present here in Delhi just days before the SCO summit, for which the Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Modi, will be participating, is also an opportunity for more conversations. The fact that Chinese Foreign Minister gets to meet the Indian Prime Minister is also significant because it's very rare for a visiting Foreign Minister to get a meeting with the Indian Prime Minister, but also that shows a semblance in the relationship that is coming, especially after the Kazan summit last year. We saw at the Kazan summit, both the leaders met after a gap of almost 5 years. The relationship, of course, was in a downward trend because of the Galwan clashes, and that essentially restarted the process of engagement in many ways at the top policymakers level. I do expect during the upcoming visit of the Prime Minister to China, there could be an announcement on direct flight connectivity. During this visit, of course, border talks with NSA Ajit Doval on Tuesday, and then, of course, meet with the Prime Minister. Today, of course, he arrives and meets with the Indian External Affairs Minister. So, all in all, the visit goes well for the India-China relationship. We also need to know that where he travels next, he travels to Kabul for a trilateral meet with the Pakistani and the Afghan Foreign Minister. And then, of course, he ends his visit to the region from Islamabad, the Pakistani Foreign Minister. And India, during the meet here in Delhi, whether it's the EM or the NSA, the focus will be on the India-China relationship. Yes. But nonetheless, the big issue of cross-border terrorism emanating from Pakistan is also going to be the big focus.
Siddhant, thanks so much for getting us those details. And as you pointed out accurately, the meeting between Foreign Minister from China and the Indian Prime Minister, that only gives significance to the ties between India and China at this point. And this comes shortly before Prime Minister Modi's visit to China.